Archangel Michael says, you will lose both God and Jesus if you skip this. You have only 10 seconds. God says, chosen one, do not skip no matter what. Open this message immediately. There are moments in life when heaven is not whispering softly but shouting with a trembling voice to shake your heart awake. This is one of those moments. Archangel Michael is not gently approaching this time. His sword is not sheathed, his wings are not still, and his warning is not quiet. This is a message that comes with a thunder in the spirit. You have only a few seconds, not because of fear, but because heaven cannot bear to let you stay unaware for one more moment. Right now, there is a battle being fought over your destiny, and if you look away now, if you let this pass, you risk losing not just His divine protection, but the hand of God moving on your behalf in this very hour. Comment Amen if your heart is open and you believe this word is reaching you for a reason. Archangel Michael is not a figure from myth or forgotten scripture. He is the commander of heaven's armies, God's appointed warrior, the fierce protector of the chosen. When he speaks, it is not to entertain, comfort, or casually inform. It is to deliver heaven's urgent word in a voice that shakes the very gates of hell. When he says, you will lose both of us if you skip this, he is not using poetry. He means the weight of divine presence and divine protection are tied to your attention, your faith, and your willingness to receive what is being spoken from the heart of God right now. This is not an accident. This is not just another message among many. This is a divine appointment wrapped in words. Archangel Michael is declaring that those who are chosen must not look away, must not become distracted, must not think lightly of this moment. You are standing at the edge of something holy, something prepared for you before the foundations of the world. The heavens are holding their breath, waiting to see if you will stay or turn away. If you walk away now, the covering that has shielded you, the angel who has fought for you, the hand of God that has lifted you, these could fall silent in this moment because God will not force you to receive what you will not honor. Please like this video if you feel even the faintest pull in your spirit that something deeper is happening right now. There are battles being fought that you cannot see, and every moment you hesitate gives the enemy more space to maneuver. Archangel Michael has gone before you many times. He has blocked attacks you never knew were aimed at you. He has stood between you and darkness in the night while you slept peacefully. He has carried the fire of heaven into places where you would have fallen if not for His presence. But He cannot go where He is not welcomed, and God will not move in power where His people close their hearts in stubbornness. This message is not a threat. It is a rescue. It is a rope thrown from heaven to pull you from the edge. It is the voice of the angel of God reaching into your world to shake you out of complacency and into awareness. You are not just anyone. You are marked. You are chosen. You are part of a plan that hell has been trying to stop since the day you were born. And every time you felt like giving up, every time the burden felt too heavy, every time the silence of God felt unbearable, Michael was still standing, still fighting, still speaking over you in the Spirit. Do not let them fall. Comment 11:11 if you believe heaven is trying to get your attention right now in this very moment. God has not forgotten you. Even when it felt like all doors were locked and no one could see your pain, heaven still had its eye on you. The very angels of God were assigned to you, not because you are perfect, not because you have always made the right choices, but because God placed something inside of you that hell recognized as dangerous. The enemy has tried to confuse you, to make you believe that you are ordinary, unworthy, abandoned. But Archangel Michael is speaking clearly now to rip through that veil of lies and awaken you to the truth of your identity. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are a threat to darkness. You carry light. You carry purpose. And the forces of heaven have not been silent about you. When Michael says you will lose both of us if you skip this, he is speaking of himself and the God who sent him. The presence of the warrior angel and the presence of the Almighty are standing at the door of your life, knocking. And this knocking is not polite. It is shaking the walls of your soul because the time is urgent. You cannot keep delaying, pretending that you will get back to God later, that you will open your heart when you feel ready. Readiness will not find you. You must reach for it. You must decide now, even trembling, even afraid, that you will not miss the hour of your visitation. The spiritual realm is moving. Portals of grace are opening. Destinies are aligning. Miracles are being prepared. And your part in this divine story will not wait much longer. You are not here by accident. The voice you are hearing, the trembling in your spirit, the tears welling in your eyes, this is heaven testifying that you are one of the chosen. That you are part of a move of God that is about to sweep across your life like a storm of glory and fire. Can 7 seconds really change your bank account overnight? A CIA-funded study just leaked, revealing a brain ritual that's flipping lives from broke to blessed. 4 neuroscience labs confirm it activates powerful wealth attraction brainwaves. People are now stepping into dream homes and luxury lifestyles. But this breakthrough won't stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. Archangel Michael is standing guard, but even he cannot guard someone who will not listen. He cannot fight for one who denies the war exists. He cannot cover one who walks into darkness with pride instead of humility. This is your moment to return. To believe again. To stretch your heart wide open and say, God, I will not skip what you are saying. I receive it. Because your next season depends on your obedience in this one. The next wave of protection, provision, and revelation will not come through logic. It will come through surrender. Michael's voice is not a soft whisper in this hour. It is a trumpet. It is thunder rolling across the heavens. It is the fire that ignites sleeping hearts. He is not bringing condemnation. He is bringing a sword to cut through confusion, deception, and fear. He is saying, Chosen one, the time is now. Chosen one, the hour is short. Chosen one, stay awake. Chosen one, receive this word as if your life depends on it, because in ways you cannot yet see, it does. There is a reason Archangel Michael said you would lose both of them if you walked away. That wasn't a warning meant to scare you. That was a cry from the heavenly realms for you to understand how close you are to a breakthrough, and how fragile this window of grace can be if ignored. God is not a God of force. He is a God of invitation, and the moment you start to close your heart, that invitation begins to fade. That is why Michael is still here, still standing guard, still calling out to the chosen ones who are so deeply loved yet often too weary to recognize how much is being done for them in the Spirit. Comment 222 if you trust that God has never stopped fighting for you. The world has done its best to make you numb. The pain, the loss, the long seasons of silence, the people who left when you needed them the most, all of it has tried to convince you that you're alone. But Michael stands here now as proof that you have never walked alone, not even once. He has been assigned to you not because you are strong, but because heaven knew how much would be thrown at you. God knew your calling would shake darkness, so He gave you heavenly protection to match your purpose. That voice you sometimes hear when you are about to give up, the one that tells you to hold on a little longer, to breathe, to trust, that is not just your mind or your strength. That is Michael whispering to your soul, protecting you from giving up right before the shift comes. You were not meant to carry this battle on your own. Heaven has been invested in your life before you even took your first breath. And yet, God waits on your permission to move fully. You must give Him space. You must say, even in your tiredness, God, I want what you've planned for me. I don't want to miss it. Archangel Michael knows what has been planned for you. He has seen it. He has stood in the courts of heaven and heard your name spoken with fire and light. He has heard God say, that one is mine. That one is chosen. That one will walk through fire but not be burned. That one will cry but will still rise. You are not forgotten, and you have not been overlooked. You are a chosen vessel of purpose, and the fact that you are still breathing is proof that your assignment is not finished. Even in the darkest nights of your soul, God was still writing your story. When you felt unworthy, He was planning restoration. When you felt abandoned, He was sending angels to surround you. When you were crying on the floor, too exhausted to pray, Michael was standing at the door of your home, shielding you from what you could not see. And now, He is here, not just to protect you but to speak to you. He is delivering a divine urging, a sacred push into your next chapter. Michael is not here to flatter you. He is here to awaken you. He is here to remind you that complacency has no place in the heart of someone called by God. You were not made to live in survival mode. You were created for victory. You were born to carry light. There is authority in your voice when you speak God's name. There is power in your tears when you cry out to Him. There is breakthrough in your obedience when you choose faith over fear, even when the fear is loud and the faith feels small. Comment 333 to declare your faith even if it's hanging by a thread. Do not let delay deceive you into believing that nothing is happening. God works in the silence. He forms foundations in seasons when you feel forgotten. And Archangel Michael knows this better than anyone. He has stood by the people of God for generations, watching them doubt what heaven is building simply because they couldn't see it with their own eyes yet. But what you cannot see is often where the greatest work is being done. Roots grow before fruit appears. Battles are won before the celebration begins. And right now, in your life, the earth beneath your feet is shifting. Something sacred is breaking open. Michael says, Chosen one, do not grow numb. Do not allow weariness to silence your spirit. Do not let the familiar lie of, nothing is changing, settle in your chest like truth. Things are changing. The heavens are moving. The prayers you whispered months ago, even the ones you forgot, are still alive before God's throne. They were not lost. They were not ignored. They were caught in the hands of angels and carried to the Father who holds every tear, every sigh, every whispered cry in his heart like treasure. Could this 7-second CIA brainwave trick be your fastest ticket to luxury? Recently leaked research shows a simple brain ritual that's allowing people to attract wealth effortlessly. Proven by 4 neuroscience labs, this technique is transforming debt into abundance, instantly. Homes, cars, and vacations are just the beginning. If you're seeing this now, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. This message is heaven's answer to your secret cry. You wanted a sign, a voice, a word. You asked if God could still reach you, still speak, still send something real. This is that moment. This is not just words. This is a visitation. Michael stands before you now with a sword in one hand and your name written in the other. And he is saying, wake up. Rise up. Your time is now. The fire you thought was gone is only sleeping. Let it burn again. This is your moment to believe again. To hope again. To return to the altar of your heart and say, God, I'm ready. I may not have it all figured out, but I won't miss what you're doing in me right now. Because what God is building in you is not temporary. It's eternal. And every scar, every heartbreak, every loss, it's all being redeemed into something glorious. You have been walking through things that no one knows about. You have smiled while silently falling apart. You have shown up for others while feeling invisible yourself. You have carried burdens that have pushed you to the edge. But heaven has been watching. Not one tear has fallen unnoticed. Not one prayer has echoed into silence. Not one sigh has been missed. And now, the message is being delivered to you with power. This is not where your story ends. God is not finished with you. Archangel Michael has been standing between you and complete collapse. You may not have seen him, but you have felt the results of his warfare. You are still here because heaven refused to let you go. Comment 555 if you believe God is lifting you out of this season of hidden pain. There were moments when you thought you had failed too much for God to still be interested in you. But Michael is here to make sure you know the truth. You have not lost your purpose. You have not ruined what God planned. The enemy wanted you to believe that too many mistakes had erased your calling. But God doesn't build his kingdom on perfection. He builds it on surrender. And even now, when you feel least worthy, God is still reaching toward you. His love is relentless. His mercy is bigger than your mess. His plan for you has not changed. Michael is standing in front of you because something sacred is about to be restored. This restoration will not look like what you expected. It will not come through the old ways or familiar doors. God is doing something new. He is breaking cycles. He is closing chapters. He is cutting ties with things that drained you of your strength. He is burning bridges to pain you kept returning to. And it may feel uncomfortable because transformation often does. But Michael is here to assure you that this change is from God. This shaking, this disruption, this breaking apart of what no longer fits, it is divine. God is not trying to destroy you. He is removing what was never meant to go with you into your next season. You have held on to people, places, and versions of yourself out of fear. But fear is not your master anymore. You have been marked by heaven. You have been chosen not because you are the strongest, but because your heart is still open. You have not closed yourself off completely. Even in the middle of doubt, something inside you still longs for God. That longing is enough. That cry is enough. That small flame of hope is enough. And Michael is here to fan it into fire. This fire will purify. It will heal. It will light your path forward. No longer will you walk in confusion, tossed between what was and what could be. God is calling you into clarity. He is removing the fog. He is revealing who you really are. You are not broken. You are not weak. You are not lost. You are becoming. Becoming the one He always knew you could be. Becoming the voice that speaks truth into silence. Becoming the light in a world that grows darker by the day. Michael says, "Chosen one, do not be afraid of your own strength. Do not shrink back to make others comfortable. Do not dim your light because it exposes what others try to hide. You were born to shine. You were born to lead. You were born to rise from ashes and show others that resurrection is real. There is a mantle on your life. It is heavy with purpose. And the time has come to carry it without apology." Comment 12:12 if you are ready to embrace the call of God on your life without fear. There is power in your yes. Even if you are trembling. Even if you are uncertain. God does not need you to have all the answers. He only needs your willingness. And Michael is here to stand with you as you take your first steps into this new chapter. He will war for you in the unseen. He will stand watch as you move forward. He will cut through opposition sent to distract or delay you. But you must move. You must choose. You must say, "God, I will not hide from what you placed inside of me." It is not too late. You have not missed it. Even the time you thought was wasted is being redeemed. Heaven wastes nothing. God will use every valley, every heartbreak, every night you wept on the floor. He will use the silence, the waiting, the rejection, the loneliness. All of it is becoming oil. All of it is becoming fire. All of it is becoming power in your mouth, healing in your hands, discernment in your spirit. You are being transformed for something greater than you've imagined. Michael stands as witness to what is coming. And it is glorious. There will be days of laughter again. There will be moments when you feel joy in your bones. There will be relationships that are holy and true. There will be peace in places that used to torment you. There will be breakthroughs that leave you weeping in awe. This is not fantasy. This is faith. And faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not yet seen. It is what heaven responds to. It is what makes angels move. It is what makes miracles manifest. What's the buzz behind the 7-second brain trick making headlines? A recently leaked CIA brain ritual is turning heads, and bank balances. Backed by 4 neuroscience labs, this simple home method is turning money blocks into unstoppable wealth flow. Homes, cars, and cash are flooding in. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You are walking into days that will redeem every moment you questioned if God was still with you. And you will look back, not with bitterness, but with gratitude. Gratitude that you didn't give up. Gratitude that you stayed when it made no sense. Gratitude that heaven kept fighting for you even when you were too tired to fight for yourself. Archangel Michael is not leaving. He is assigned to you. He is not silent. He is watching, guarding, warring. And as you keep walking, you will begin to feel him near. You will sense divine help in places where you used to struggle. You will find strength where you used to fall. You will experience answers that come suddenly, because this is your due season. You are being awakened to a truth that hell has tried to keep hidden from you for far too long. The truth is that you are not powerless. You are not forgotten. You are not just surviving. You are stepping into a divine unveiling of who you truly are in the eyes of God. Archangel Michael is here not to just remind you but to confirm what your spirit already knows. You have been chosen by the Most High, and nothing that has come against you will be able to stop what heaven has started inside of you. Comment 777 if you feel a breakthrough coming, even if you can't see it yet. The enemy has tried to make you believe that you are too tired, too wounded, too broken to carry the promise. But Michael stands here with a fierce resolve, commanding every lie to fall to the ground. The wounds you carry are not signs of failure, they are signs of survival. They are reminders that even in the fire, you were never alone. God was there. His angels were surrounding you. And the pain you endured is now becoming the testimony that will set others free. You didn't come this far to give up. You didn't walk through the valley just to collapse at the edge of your victory. You have been preserved for this very moment. This is the time when what was hidden will be revealed. There is an unveiling taking place over your life. You are stepping into light, into clarity, into truth. The confusion, the fear, the fog, it is lifting. You are beginning to see yourself the way heaven sees you. You are not just someone trying to survive. You are someone created with purpose, born for impact, and anointed to carry change into places others have given up on. And Archangel Michael is here to guide you, not with a soft word, but with a mighty roar. He is here to war beside you, to go before you, to protect what God is building in you. The Lord has spoken over you, and His word does not return void. When He says you are chosen, it is eternal. When He declares favor over your life, it cannot be reversed. When He assigns angels to your path, no force in hell can remove them. Michael is stationed by your side because your journey is not small. The destiny you carry reaches beyond your lifetime. It touches generations. That is why the warfare has been so intense. That is why the attacks came from directions you didn't expect. Because your yes to God is dangerous. Your surrender carries weight. And every time you choose faith in the middle of pain, you shake the kingdom of darkness. Comment 999 if you believe that even in silence, God is still working in your favor. There is no place too deep that the hand of God cannot reach. There is no wound too wide that His healing cannot restore. There is no fear too loud that His voice cannot silence. Right now, even as you listen, heaven is moving on your behalf. Chains are breaking in the Spirit. Doors are unlocking. Delays are being reversed. You may not see it with your natural eyes yet, but the shift is already happening. The air around you is thick with angelic movement. Michael and his hosts are fighting to clear the way, to remove every spirit of confusion, every attack of delay, every stronghold of fear that has tried to plant itself in your mind. You are being reset, realigned, rebuilt. God is restoring the years you lost in fear, the time you lost in grief, the energy you gave to people who never saw you clearly. He is taking the broken places and turning them into foundations. He is lifting your head again, reminding you that you are royalty, not a victim. You are a warrior, not just a survivor. You are the child of a king, and heaven does not abandon its own. Michael is not here for a fleeting moment. He has been assigned to your life. He has been present in moments you forgot to pray, in nights when you didn't have the words, in places where you almost gave up. He carried the word of God over your life when you couldn't speak it yourself. He has stood before the throne with your name in His mouth, defending you when the enemy tried to accuse you. He has whispered strength into your spirit when the battle was too much. And now, He stands in front of you again, not just with warning, but with promise. The promise that you are stepping into divine timing. The promise that what you lost will be restored in ways that are greater than you can imagine. The promise that what the enemy meant for harm, God is already turning for your good. The promise that your identity is not tied to your past, your failures, or what others said about you. Your identity is sealed in heaven. Your value has been set by the Creator of the universe, and no voice of shame can undo what God has already declared over you. This is not the end. This is the beginning. This is the hour where things begin to make sense. Where peace returns to your mind. Where clarity settles in your heart. Where your feet find stability. You have walked through storms that would have drowned others. But here you are, still breathing, still believing, still holding on to something greater. That is not weakness, that is power. That is faith. That is victory. And Archangel Michael stands as witness to the strength God placed in you. What if just 7 seconds could flip your entire financial life? A shocking CIA leak has revealed a powerful brain ritual that's helping ordinary people wipe out debt and attract wealth beyond imagination. Backed by 4 cutting-edge neuroscience labs, this at-home breakthrough is turning everyday lives into dreams, luxury cars, beautiful homes, endless vacations. But this secret may vanish soon. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. You are being lifted. The weight is being removed. The fear is losing its grip. The lies are being exposed. And what is rising in you now is not just hope, it is holy fire. A fire that cannot be put out. A fire that will guide you through dark places. A fire that will speak even when your voice trembles. A fire that reminds every demon in hell that you are not to be touched. Heaven has your name. The blood of Jesus covers your life. The angels of the Lord are encamped around you. And Archangel Michael is not just speaking anymore, he is moving. You are not stuck. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are in divine position. And what is coming next will confirm everything your spirit has been trying to believe. The enemy has tried to whisper lies into your ears, convincing you that your struggles mean you are failing. He has tried to convince you that the prayers you prayed, the tears you shed, and the faith you held were all in vain. But heaven has a different story. Michael is standing with a sword drawn over your life, defending you against every accusation, every attack, and every deception. He is not just your protector, he is your advocate in the courts of heaven. When he says the time is urgent, it is because every moment you hesitate allows darkness to continue its work. God's purpose for you is too precious to allow delay, and the heavens are fully invested in your breakthrough. Comment 10:10 if you are ready to walk in the fullness of what God has prepared for you. You were never meant to endure alone. The silence you felt, the nights of isolation, the weight of despair, were never signs of abandonment. They were seasons of preparation. Seasons designed to refine your faith, strengthen your spirit, and sharpen your heart for what is coming. Michael has been there through it all, and he continues to stand guard. He is the one who reminds you that even when you cannot see the outcome, the battle is already decided in your favor. God's plans are unfolding, and the angelic realm is moving to ensure that every promise spoken over your life is realized. There is power in awareness. There is power in knowing that you are chosen. When Michael calls you, chosen one, it is not empty rhetoric. It is truth spoken with authority. You are a vessel of divine purpose, called to carry light into places of darkness. Every trial, every heartbreak, every delay has been part of the refining fire to prepare you for this moment. Heaven is not slow, it is precise. God's timing is perfect, and Michael has been assigned to keep you safe until the fullness of your season arrives. The presence of God is not distant. It is not passive. It is active, moving, and responding to your faith. When you pray, angels respond. When you obey, doors open. When you trust, Michael advances on your behalf, clearing the way for blessings that are far greater than you can imagine. The protection surrounding you is not symbolic. It is real. It is tangible in the spirit. It is alive with the energy of God's power. The same sword that defeated darkness in the heavenly realms is poised to defend you from every unseen attack. Your faith, even if small, invites that power into your life. Your surrender activates the forces of heaven in your favor. Comment 15:15 if you believe that God's angels are actively protecting you right now. You have been underestimated by the world, but not by God. You have been dismissed, ignored, or overlooked in the eyes of others, yet heaven has never overlooked you. Michael stands as a testament to that truth. His presence is a declaration that your life is important, that your mission is necessary, and that your purpose cannot be derailed by circumstances or opposition. You are being positioned for a revelation of glory that will be unmistakable, undeniable, and unstoppable. The world will witness what God can do when a chosen heart remains faithful, even when the path seems impossible. The trials you endured were not meant to break you. They were meant to strengthen you. They were meant to cultivate resilience, faith, and perseverance. Each obstacle, each delay, each loss has been a training ground for your destiny. Michael has been with you through every step, preparing you to rise higher than you ever imagined. He is reminding you that the same God who parted the Red Sea, who shut the mouths of lions, and who raised the dead, is moving on your behalf. Your breakthrough is not just possible, it is certain. The victory has already been declared. Your task is to stand firm and receive it. Even as you feel fear, even as you feel doubt, know that these feelings are not the measure of your reality. They are the test of your faith. Heaven is watching to see if you will stand when it is difficult, if you will trust when circumstances suggest otherwise, if you will believe when logic says no. And in those moments, Michael is close. He is the one who fortifies your spirit, who reminds you of God's promises, who stands as a shield against every attack. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are protected. You are beloved. And your destiny cannot be hindered by anything that was meant to harm you. This is a time of awakening. A time of divine intervention. A time when the spiritual forces aligned for your life are moving in a way that will change everything. You are entering a season of clarity, restoration, and power. Your steps will be guided. Your heart will be renewed. Your spirit will be ignited with courage. The past is being rewritten in the light of God's glory. The setbacks are becoming setups. The losses are becoming launches. The pain is becoming the platform for your rise. Heaven is orchestrating everything, and Michael is ensuring that no weapon formed against you succeeds. Could this hidden CIA brain ritual be the real reason people are suddenly rich? A secret CIA discovery has just leaked, revealing a brain hack that's pulling wealth into people's lives effortlessly. It only takes 7 seconds, it's done at home, and it's backed by 4 neuroscience labs. Debt is vanishing, luxury is becoming normal. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky, the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Do not let distractions, delays, or doubts steal this moment from you. Do not turn away from what God is doing, even if it is uncomfortable. Do not allow fear to silence the faith that is stirring within you. This is your season to move, to act, to respond, and to receive. Michael stands ready to fight the battles you cannot see, but he also waits for you to step into alignment with your calling. Your obedience, even in small things, triggers the fullness of what God has prepared. Your faith, even in uncertainty, releases the power of heaven into your life. You are not ordinary. You are extraordinary. You are chosen. You are protected. You are loved beyond measure. And Michael is here to remind you that nothing in heaven or earth can take you out of God's hand. He has already declared your victory. He has already positioned your breakthroughs. He has already assigned favor, blessing, and divine provision over your life. The time is now. The hour is urgent. The presence of God is near. The power of the angelic realm is active. And you are the chosen vessel through which God's glory will manifest in ways that will inspire, uplift, and transform the lives of others. Comment 1717 if you believe God is still writing your story with purpose. There have been seasons where the weight felt unbearable, where you wondered silently whether the pain would ever ease, where even breathing felt like an act of courage, and yet through every tear and every silent cry, heaven was not distant. God saw every moment you almost collapsed. Michael stood by your side when shadows tried to overtake you, when darkness pressed in on every side, when lies filled your mind and made you question your worth. You did not break beyond repair because divine hands held you in the unseen, lifted your spirit just enough to keep you from slipping into the abyss, and whispered reminders that your story was not over. This is why you are still here, standing on this side of the storm, still breathing, still listening, still holding on to something that you cannot explain, because heaven never gave up on you. You may not see everything yet, but the ground beneath you is shifting. The storms that once raged are beginning to lose their power. The chains that held your heart are loosening. Michael is not just guarding you now, he is leading you forward, clearing paths that were once blocked, crushing every plan of the enemy that attempted to delay your destiny. He knows what you carry within you, the light God placed deep in your spirit, the purpose tied to your name, and he refuses to let darkness extinguish it. That is why this word is still reaching for you, still pulling at your heart, still urging you to stay and not drift away, because heaven knows how close you are to stepping into the promise. This is the time to let go of the fear that you are not enough, to release the guilt of your past, to stop replaying every mistake like a chain around your heart. God has already forgiven what you keep reliving. He has already covered what you believe disqualified you. His mercy is greater than your failures, and his love is deeper than your shame. Michael is reminding you that your worth did not come from your perfection but from his presence. You are loved by the Creator of the universe, and that love is not fragile or temporary. It is fierce, eternal, and unbreakable. There is a reason the pressure has been intense, why the attacks felt personal, why the confusion tried to cloud your mind. It is because the enemy always fights hardest against those who carry something powerful inside them. You were not created to blend in with darkness. You carry a light that exposes lies, heals wounds, and draws people back to God. The enemy saw glimpses of what you would become and tried everything to silence you before you could rise. But he has failed. You are still here. You are still chosen. And the fire of God is only growing stronger within you now. Comment 777 if you believe God is preparing something holy and powerful for your life. The days ahead will not be like the days behind you. God is restoring your strength. He is renewing your mind. He is healing the places you kept hidden, the wounds you covered with silence, the hopes you buried to survive. You will not walk into your future with brokenness as your identity. You will walk as someone redeemed, rebuilt, refined by fire but not consumed. Michael is preparing the way. He is gathering heavenly armies around you to shield you from what is to come, not because it will be easy, but because it will be holy. The journey ahead will require courage, but you will not walk it alone. The Lord is lifting burdens you were never meant to carry. He is breaking generational chains that followed your family for years. He is silencing voices of accusation, voices that told you it was too late, too hard, too impossible. You will dream again. You will laugh again. You will feel peace wrap around your heart like a warm cloak after years of winter. Not because the world changes instantly, but because God changes you from the inside out. You are being prepared for a season of release, where what God placed within you will begin to flow outward. Words of healing will come from your mouth. Acts of kindness will pour from your hands. Faith will rise in your spirit like a wildfire. You will see miracles in places you saw loss. You will witness breakthroughs where you saw nothing but walls. The same God who split seas and conquered graves is moving in your life with precision and purpose. Why is this 7-second brain ritual suddenly going viral? Leaked CIA files have exposed a hidden brainwave technique that opens the floodgates to wealth. Verified by 4 top labs, this ritual is turning financial pain into prosperity, fast. From massive bills to luxury trips, it's changing lives. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted.